What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. So this chart right here, I want to go into a lot, and it shows that altcoins, in my opinion, have been priming for a breakout for a while. This is a chart I want to talk about in just a moment. A couple other stories I want to talk about before I dive in, including the SEC, maybe having some concerns about these crypto ETFs. We also have, again, David Sachs, crypto czar. A lot of people think that crypto, meaning altcoins, is dead. I don't agree, and I'm going to share why. Arthur Hayes talking about how Bitcoin is going to hit $1 million by 2028 and how he sees that happening. Also talking about how people think this is a double top like we saw in 2021 and why it probably is not. So before I dive into all those stories, welcome to the channel. Make sure to subscribe if you want to catch these updates. This is interesting. Crypto fear and greed is neutral. It's neutral. The market is neutral. We're not even greedy anymore, right? This is not a greed time. We're not even in greed or extreme greed. It's been really, really interesting to see. And, before I dive into those other stories right here, there's a whole post about how Bitcoin's next leg won't be retail. Now, I've talked a lot about that, how YouTube views, Twitter views, everything regarding crypto and Bitcoin interest is not here. Retail is not here. Retail meaning not institutions, not companies, right? Like yourself. You're retail, I'm retail. We are not businesses, we are not institutions. And it's showing that, again, institutional flows are going to be what's going to drive the price of Bitcoin higher. So let me dive into this chart. This is the crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin and ETH. So essentially altcoins, but also including stablecoins as well. But more or less altcoins, not Bitcoin, not ETH. For the last 4 years, you can see right here, for the last 4 years, we have been consolidating. So you can see we were up, down. We've been consolidating for the last 4 years. Now, what I believe is going to happen is we are going to see a blast off from this point. We are going to see the crypto total market cap, excluding Bitcoin and ETH. We are going to see it do something that's very, very exciting. If I had to guess, we're going up, right? And I want to just remind you that David Sachs, he is the White House AI, so artificial intelligence, and crypto czar. It does not say Bitcoin czar. It says crypto czar. And I think people, for good reason, because most people's crypto bags are down, they assume that crypto is dead. It's only Bitcoin right now. And that's fine if you believe that. I don't think that's going to happen. I think that altcoins still will rally. Even if Bitcoin's next leg up will be institutions, I think that once Bitcoin hits a certain amount, when we see the Fed policy change, maybe lower interest rates, hopefully, we'll see retail come back, right? I really feel that. So right here, really quick, kind of not that big of a story. The SEC is having issues with these new ETFs that are going to be offering staking rewards. So Ethereum and Solana rewards. And it's not a big deal. This will get passed. The SEC is just being kind of a jerk and getting in the way of things. Taking a look right here, this is Arthur Hayes saying Bitcoin is headed to $1 million by 2028. So essentially an increase in bank lending, bank purchasing treasury bonds, $900 billion, Fannie and Freddie liquidity injections, $5 trillion. So $9 trillion or so will be injected.
And finally, let's free Fannie and Freddie and bring $5 trillion of liquidity to the markets, which gets us close to $9 trillion printed or between now and 2028.
$9 trillion printed between now and 2028. That's what he's saying.
And let's put this into context. During COVID, the COVID stimulus programs and all the aid that was given to the financial sector within the United States totaled about $4 trillion. And from the lows of March of 2020 to 70,000 in 2021 in November, we went up about 10x. Remember, price is set on the margin. It matters about the much larger marginal price, not the whole stock. And so if we have less Bitcoin on exchanges due to ETF demand, and we're printing double the amount of money between now and 2028 than what we did till COVID, then Bitcoin $1 million is just easy.
Yep. So essentially there have been charts that I've shared where Bitcoin on exchanges is at all-time lows. Super low amount of Bitcoin on exchanges. So we're going to print a ton of money. He's saying around possibly $8.9 trillion are going to be printed. This means that Bitcoin's going to $1 million easily, right? That's the math. This is what I want to talk about here. This is essentially people saying, oh, this is going to be a double top just like we saw in 2021 for Bitcoin. Like, this is it, right? This is it for Bitcoin. So the argument is back in 2021, we had the Luna Ponzi, FTX selling paper Bitcoin, yep. GBTC premium unwinding, that is huge. And then adding, obviously, BlockFi, Voyager, Celsius, all that kind of stuff too. About to get hit with the fastest rate hikes ever. Yep, that all happened 2021. Now, systemic ETF bid, meaning so many people are buying ETFs, insane amount of demand for ETFs, for Bitcoin ETFs. Treasury companies are buying billions, yes, and states are building Bitcoin reserves. And right here, right, Texas passed the Strategic Bitcoin Reserve Bill. Crazy. And now it goes to Greg Abbott, who is expected to sign it into law. And charts like this, the whole M2 money supply versus Bitcoin. Bitcoin's tracking M2 with a delay, with a lag, right? Bitcoin could easily head over 130K. By the way, guys, if you are a trader, if you want to check out BTCC, they're offering a huge bonus below, up to $10,055 per user. I've been using BTCC for a while. No issues with deposits, no issues with withdrawals. It has worked perfectly for me. Link below for that. So that's it for the video, guys. Not worried about this current kind of dip in Bitcoin's price. Not a big deal. I think altcoins will rally. It's just a matter of time and patience. But you can disagree and you can sell all your altcoins for Bitcoin. Do whatever you want. None of this is financial advice. It's never been and it never will be financial advice. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm still in Vegas. This is some Vegas hotel behind me. Yeah, if you're in Vegas, I'm probably leaving in the next day or so. But if you're here, hit me up. All right, guys, talk with you later. Bye-bye.